Stay down.
Wait a minute, what?
Yo, you took your sweet time. But I got the gist of it. You're going to Ijincho, right? To meet with Sawa-sensei?
Kaito-san, you do realize that only I can meet her. You can't get into the school.
I know, but if you end up taking it off campus, can you at least call me this time?
Don't you understand the situation? Sawa-sensei might be tied to murder.
You sure you understand it? Come on, she would never do that.
That a fact?
So happens I'm a great judge of character. Especially when it comes to women.
Ah, sometimes I forget who I'm talking to.
Oh, man. I love that guy.
Well, first stop, it's gotta be Chinatown. Can't face Tsukumo on an empty stomach.
Never a dull day for you, huh, Kaito-san?
It's a selection, man. I've already worked out the math. I figure if I hit 4 or 5 places a day...
What? What's up?
Check that out. It's Akutsu.
Kamurocho thugs are looking pretty out of place here.
Yo! Akutsu! What are you fools doing in town? Hey! Don't ignore me! It's Kaito! Fancy seeing you here!
I'm kinda busy here, man. Catch you later.
What an asshole. Ijincho's a long way from home. And he's traveling with a small army.
Would he have come all this way because of us?
Nah, we just caught him totally off guard. He's not out here for us. Gotta be something else.
But something's not right if they're just cruising around. It's gotta be an RK operation. He brought too many guys for it to be something more personal.
Yeah. Kamurocho's streets can be tough. Maybe they gave up. Well, whatever they came out here to do, we ought to keep our noses the hell out of their business. But you better hustle. You're gonna be late for class. I'll catch you after school.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
Signal's weak. Signal's close. Getting warmer. Here we go. Bingo. Excuse me. No. I see. Judgement. Yep. I see. Hey. Hmm?
Yagami-san.
Hmm? Amasawa.
No. Huh.
Hmm?
Yes.
Oh.
What?
I can hear it.
Huh?
Yeah. Seriously? Yeah. It's me.
Oh, what is it, Yagami-san?
Sensei, do you have a minute?
I saw the video of Mikoshiba-kun.
So you did. That video, right?
I thought Ehara-san was convicted for a sex offense. How could he be in that video killing Mikoshiba-kun? But then that video looked so real.
Most likely it is. As you unfortunately had to witness, Ehara-san committed murder with his own two hands. Which means as far as the groping that day goes, there's some deception at work.
Deception?
Are you familiar with Ehara-san's victim in the case? Her name is Yui Mamiya.
I don't think I recognized her, no.
13 years ago, she attended Kurakawa Academy. Her maiden name is Yui Suzuki.
Yui Suzuki? Just a minute. Are you saying she was the one Ehara-san groped?
So you do know her then? Were you two classmates?
We were, in our third year of high school.
I had a hunch. You didn't know she was the victim of that whole incident?
I mean, it's just so hard to believe.
Does this all seem like a wild coincidence to you then? Your old student's father gropes one of your high school classmates at a station with 3 million daily travelers.
What are you implying?
I'm saying your old friend Yui might be cooperating with Ehara-san. As in, she only played the part of a victim. She might have even known it was all to hide a murder.
What? But why? Why would she do that for him?
From where I'm sitting, Sensei, you're connected to Ehara and Yui Mamiya. I just need your help figuring out what that connection is.
Yagami-san, please. Are you implying I was some kind of liaison between them?
Well, Sensei, what was your relationship with Yui Mamiya? Were you close? Or would you say classmates covers it?
The two of us were never really that close. To be honest, I didn't really like the group of kids she hung out with. I guess you could say we didn't have the same interests.
When was the last time you saw her? Did you have a high school reunion by any chance?
They held a reunion around the time I graduated from college, but I didn't feel like going. That same class bullied a kid into jumping off the roof.
So if that's the case, you haven't seen any of your classmates since you all graduated from Kurokawa?
That's right.
Okay then. The thing is, Ahara-san and Mamiya are connected. It is kind of loose, but it's there. They have one thing in common.
What?
In both of their pasts, someone they knew was bullied to the point of attempting or committing suicide. Ahara-san lost his son, Toshiro-kun, and as for Yui Mamiya, it's her classmate, Mitsuru Kusamoto. That could be a factor, especially for Mamiya. It's possible that Ahara-san would be a sympathetic figure to her. Maybe enough to help construct an alibi for his revenge. It's possible she only played the part of a groping victim. What do you think? Does it have any merit, or is my theory full of holes?
Even if you're on the right track... Sawa-sensei? We're just waiting on you to start the staff meeting. Oh, sorry, I'll be right there.
What happened 13 years ago at Kurokawa? That might be the last piece of the puzzle. What about Yui Mamiya? How'd she react when Mitsuru Kusamoto tried to kill himself by jumping off that roof?
I'm sorry, I'm already late for my meeting.
I'm trying to ask you about a murder here. To Ahara, every unanswered question is a victory for that man. He's only a step away from walking for it. And I know Mamiya had other conspirators. It took more than one person to murder Mikoshiba. They're still at large, even as we speak. I'll be honest. I came here today with a suspicion that you might be more involved in this murder than you're letting on.
A suspicion?
Nothing you've said has made me feel any better about it.
And what should I do about that, huh?
I just want you to tell me, how are Ahara-san and Mamiya connected beyond what I've already figured out? I think you have the key to that answer, even if you don't know that you're the one holding it. It's like a lock, and until I figure out how to get through it, I'm gonna keep picking at it.
I told you, I'm late for a meeting.
I'll be here when you get back. Have a good meeting.
Suit yourself.
One moment. Let me pull this up here. I just had it pulled up, and now I don't have it pulled up, and now I got it pulled up again. Okie dokie. Yo! How goes it? How's your situation we talked about last night? Obviously, there's no reason to go in any details, you know, but... Let's see.
Hey, Sari-san? It's Yagami.
Hey, did you manage to talk to Sawa-sensei?
Yeah, turns out she really was in Mamiya's class.
Oh yeah, thank God.
They were both aware of the suicide incident with their classmate.
Glad everything's okay.
Good to know. While we're on the topic, Hoshino-kun got his hands on some new info.
Let's hear it.
The bully at Kurokawa High was named Shinya Kawai. He transferred out right after Mitsuru-kun jumped, as if he were running away. Once he came of age, it looks like he worked here in Kamurocho.
Wow. You really can find a lot online.
Yes, and to top it off, Kawhi earned a reputation for talking about how he drove a classmate to suicide. Like he's proud of it. Maybe he thought he'd get a laugh in Kamurocho.
Probably would.
Kawhi was more or less a Yakuza, though he never swore into it. I just sent you his picture. It was taken 5 years ago.
What? This guy?
I'll be
You
doggone.
recognize him?
Not too long ago, some RK punks came asking his whereabouts. Said he was a girls' bar manager who went missing.
Yeah, it looks like he did work at a girl's bar. But we don't know which one.
Okay, so the guy's definitely suspicious. What business would RK have with him?
Do you know if they ever found him?
No. But their leader, Soma, said something about Kawhi having already been killed. Like he just vanished from Kamurocho a few years ago, and that was it.
Wait, he was killed?
Uh-huh. Kinda gives me deja vu now that I think about it. Here you have Kawhi and Mikoshima, two known school bullies. And they both end up murder victims?
That could be for a number of reasons. It's not rare for people...
Excuse me. Yeah, I've got a bunch of reviews and I'm going to end up watching on it. I already watched a couple of them. One of them gave him an 8 out of 10 and the other one gave it a 9 out of 10. It was probably pretty much what we're expecting. It's probably exactly what we expect, but probably with some extra stuff on it, and maybe it's a bit more polished, but I'm not buying it, obviously. I'm renting it, and I'm going to give it a shot and try it out and all that stuff. And will I buy it? Yeah, maybe, when it's like really cheap, probably about like $20 or something like that, you know, because my stance on Ubisoft games now is never buy them day one, because you're just getting a half-assed product. I don't care what people say about it. Maybe some people were paid off to give certain reviews, or, you know, obviously they ended up getting a version that was meant specifically for reviews and try to make it look like it's really good, and then other people go and get another game, or basically getting another game altogether with bugs and glitches that would be in it. It's like, yeah, we're going to put this patch in here just for these guys, so, you know, it runs really good, and then we're just going to release the half-assed product to everybody else, you know, to basically cut down on work-related time of us having to do it when we should have done it in the first place.
To disappear in Kamurocho. Usually the trouble is money or women. Maybe that was the case for Kawhi.
Could be.
Okay. We'll investigate Kawhi a bit more on our end. With RK asking around, word on the street will be loud enough to hear.
Yeah, well, I had already heard about them possibly making it like a looter shooter. But remember, you can't play a looter shooter on its own like a single player. You got to play it online. Like that idiot who went and ended up saying to you about Outriders. Like, why in the world do you have to be hooked up online to play a looter shooter like this, especially when you're single player?
How was it, Saori-san?
Because it's a looter shooter. You play it online. Idiot. No. Oh my gosh.
What did Yagami-san have to say?
He said he recently ran into some RK members looking for Shinya Kawai.
Did he?
He also said RK later told him Kawai had been killed.
This is getting scarier with every new lead.
Now that you mention it, I have seen people getting stopped and asked about someone all over town. But if those were RK on the hunt for Kawai, could it have something to do with our case as well?
I'm honestly not sure how RK could be involved in all this. I'm going out for a bit, Hoshino-kun. Do me a favor and keep digging up what you can on Kawai.
Exactly right. It makes no sense whatsoever. Anything like that is supposed to have multiplayer be a big component, it needs to be its own separate thing on the game, and if it has a single player component, you need to be able to play it offline. It's just like night and day. People are just stupid.
Wait, what?
Sometimes you have to get out in the field. It can't just be Yagami-san all the time.
Oh, wow. Really? I'm playing as her now? What in the world is she gonna do?
You don't mean you're going straight to RK for some answers?
What else would I be doing? I need to know why they were looking for Kawhi.
Then I'm coming with. I can't just let you do that alone.
Don't worry. It's still light out, and I plan on staying in the open. Besides, if I'm alone, they'll be more eager to talk.
That may be, but still, I'll just call you about every 10 minutes then. For your safety.
I find that rather unnecessary.
You sure?
He kind of has a thing for you, sorry.
If you're going out alone, keep your wits about you. And get back safe.
Yeah, that would be great. That would work out a lot better. Pay $30 for the single player and pay $30 for the multiplayer. Which, you know, to be perfectly honest, I probably would never end up buying the multiplayer unless I knew for a fact that either number one, a lot of my friends were going to be playing it, or number two, it would end up going on sales. You know, like if it went on a sale, I'd pay to pick it up for like $10 or something if I knew a handful of friends of mine were really going to be playing it. Oh, she won't jump out the window like Yaga Mimi Moo Moo. Yeah, exactly. Just like they were going and making one of the previous Call of Duties, just multiplayer period, and weren't putting a campaign in it, which I thought was stupid. They had a campaign in it for every single iteration, and then they decided to go and make one that doesn't have it in there. It's whatever. So, whoa, wait, that was it? Well, what the heck? Okay, yeah, I guess I'm obviously going to end up playing as her again, but it's basically like warping her to the next place. Because it's taking me back here again. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Never mind. I thought it was showing me the classroom. It was going to take me back to the other place, but I guess not. Why in the world did they just let me walk her over there? Obviously, she's not going to be doing side quests or fighting in the street, although that would be hilarious to see. Yeah, everything else is just blocked off. She can't run. She can't do nothing else. She can't do... No, well, I guess something's going to be done with the camera, probably. Otherwise, I don't think it would be an accessible option. Got the goods under the hood thing going on. Yeah. Yeah, she just make herself look like she's homely.
Oh, is that Sari-chan I see? To what do I owe this pleasure?
Nice to see you too.
Oh, hi. Say, aren't you one of Talk's lawyer friends? Does that mean he's on his way too?
It's just me today.
Fine by me. That means you and I get some girl talk time.
Oh, that stings, Mari. And here I thought I had a place in your heart.
Well, no one knows a lady's heart like a bartender. I guess you can stay.
Let's see.
All these bottles got you feeling lost? Care for a few pours from Tox? It'll be our secret. Besides, a man with his tab can't complain.
You're too kind. So I'm actually here to ask you, how can I set up a meeting with RK?
Darn. So this wasn't a pleasure call? Well, I'm glad you're at least enjoying the drink.
True. And looking fancy doing it.
Oh, please. You two are going to embarrass me.
My apologies. I suppose being surrounded by such beauties has a timeless appeal, even at my age.
I'll second that. Masuda here is looking at least a year younger.
Was that supposed to be a compliment?
Of course. If you got any younger, you'd be much too handsome. What's a girl to say?
Simp bartender,
And I'll
yeah.
second that.
Yeah, no kidding. But then again, you never know. He might just really be wanting to try to just make money off of him, so he's acting that way.
Anyhow, if you're after an RK rendezvous, the good news is those guys are everywhere.
He already sounds like he's lighting the loafers as it is.
But it's not like a civilian can just stroll up and ask, "Hey, are you RK?" and expect to get an answer.
It almost sounded like you said, "Hey, are you gay?" Oh, man.
You got that right. And Saori-chan needs to ask them something that's kind of sensitive.
Same thing strippers do for men. Yeah, see, there you go.
Oh, that's certainly going to make things challenging.
Just a bit, yeah.
So I say, why not let the boys do the chasing? Wouldn't be hard for an enchantress like you. But honey, we need to do something about your look. Some nice clothes and a little makeup, and you'd be unstoppable.
Finally, my turn to second something.
I suppose I would need to look approachable.
Something like this similar ended up happening in the first game too, where you got together with her and she went undercover in a hostess club. So you basically were given the ability to dress her up however you thought that she should dress up, and put her out there on the floor to gather information. I wonder if that's going to end up happening again.
Tak told me once that if you ever felt like it, Saori-chan, you could put every hostess in Kamurocho to shame. I've got to admit, I'm curious.
Well, a good hawk hides her talons.
You're saying I should dress like a hostess for this?
Well, I'm sure there are other ways. But if you want a foolproof plan to snag an RK, you've got one.
The hood thing going
If you want, I can get you some looks.
Yeah.
And you can choose what you like.
I get the message. And I suppose I'll take you up on that.
Okay, then leave the rest to me.
Oh, boy. Maybe you won't be doing that again? I don't know. Maybe it'll just be some... Never mind, I'm wrong. Yep, this is kind of like the way that it was in the first one. It's almost like playing doll dress-up. Character customization. Yeah, this might be a lot like the way that it was previously. A business outfit. The lady in red, the lady in red. Wow, she actually has some sort of smile on her now. They should buy a lottery ticket. Yeah, there you go. I guess they're not actually charging me any money for this. Just like allowing it to happen. I don't know, that does look dumb. That's a massive rock. Sure, give her a punk rock style, why not? Oh, so you can't see what the perfume is. It's just there, it just shows it. Yeah, I remember this. She's definitely getting some hair extensions, because there's no friggin' way that she would end up having that otherwise. But I'm wondering if it's also going to make a difference in terms of how she's being utilized, too. Like, how you would dress her up. Sephiroth. What you... Ah! Oh, fine. I forgot to do the hair color. I'm just gonna zoom through this, obviously, but I'm gonna see what it's gonna do. I don't know nothing about no makeup. I don't know how that works. Anyways. Oh yeah, you can change your eye color too. I forgot about that. Of course, different blushes. Fair enough. Well, never mind. It did take money, but it wasn't even showing me what the money prices were of the things. At least, what the heck?
Oh, well, would you look at that? Doc was right on the money. I couldn't have imagined.
You sure about that, Mari-san? I hardly feel comfortable wearing this in front of you.
What are you saying? You're so pretty.
I wouldn't say so.
Really? You're dynamite. Though, there is one thing that's missing.
What's that?
Pride. That's the final touch you need.
She looks really different,
Pride in
too.
your own beauty.
Well, I'm not sure I have that.
Then, how about your pride as a lawyer? You have that, don't you?
As a lawyer?
Yes, there it is. Go ahead and take a look. Now that's the face of a girl who gets the man she wants.
It's been a while since I've felt this way. I have you to thank for that.
These bad boys won't know what hit them. Now, let's go dangle the bait.
You mean us, right?
You
That
bet.
sounded dirty.
Two nightlife girls like us alone in the street
You go, girl.
literally brings the arcade boys running. Especially along Senryo Avenue. Why don't we take a walk?
Are you sure? I don't want to drag you into this.
Are you kidding? And miss the chance to see this makeover in action? But really, I want you to succeed. I promise I won't be a bother.
There you go.
Saori-chan?
She
Where
can't
are
run.
you going, Saori-chan? Senryo Avenue's this way.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I've forgotten about the big red X's that were blocking my way. Can she pick these things up? She sure can. They just go straight to Yagami. Okay, so it's all the way down there. Obviously she's walking, but she's not. I can't run in heels. What? That music sounds terrible. That's exactly what it sounded like. Just shove some chick out of the way. They're floating off of the ground.
Excuse me, ladies. You, get lost on the way to the beauty pageant?
We're already out for a drink.
Hey, it's what's his
Heading
face?
to work somewhere in town?
Oh, we're just two girls bar hopping by our lonesome. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, in that case, why don't you roll with us? I know a great place. You could drink all you want.
Wow, you guys loaded or something? We can throw them back, you know. You sure?
Hell yeah. There's a place my buddy runs. He'll be thrilled to see some ladies like you.
Don't want to give that away.
You know, I think you guys may have caught me at the perfect time. What I'm saying is, tonight, I want to take a trip on the wild side.
That voice really changed.
Yeah? Talk to me, baby.
There's this guy in my life, a real choir boy. And being with him's got me feeling so repressed. Now I know I should behave like a good girl.
Knew I'd pick that.
I figure I owe it to myself to cut loose every now and again.
Oh, you never told me that, Sari-chan.
Damn, girl. I'll get loose with you.
Yeah! Let's get drunk and dirty.
I didn't want to give it away.
Thing is, we all know the biggest party people in town are RK. I heard he can really spice things up, you know?
But Saori-chan, why limit yourself to RK? I think these boys are plenty attractive.
I'm starting to think we were meant for each other.
Oh? What makes you say that?
Wait, don't tell me you're...
Not supposed to be blurting it out, but yeah. We're RK. And pretty high up, too.
Shoot. RK wouldn't be what it is now without us. Never thought it'd get this big, either.
RK has Kamurocho pretty much wrapped around its finger now, huh?
Just about. The time of the Yakuza are laying down the law's over.
Yeah.
All that respect and chivalry shit. Dead, like all the old legends. Now the underground world is a jungle. And winning the fight's all that matters.
Like I've done this.
Wow,
No,
must
no
be
way.
hard. But I
Although there was that one time in Mexico. No, I'm just kidding. I've never been to Mexico.
think that's hot.
That reminds me. Weren't you RK guys looking for someone recently? A man who disappeared a few years ago?
Oh yeah, him. We were looking for this dude who ran a girls' bar.
See? I knew you guys would know what that's about.
Oh well. 5 years ago, he suddenly disappeared. But that's not even news in Kamurocho.
That's so crazy, though.
Thought that was San Francisco. Well, it started there and then it ended in Mexico.
What happened to him? You ever end up finding the guy?
Nah, didn't work out. No surprise, he was just a punk anyway. Name was Kawhi. I heard it, some of his old friends rolled up on him one night.
So, Tanya ended up saying that she didn't stream Resident Evil Village last night because of the fact that she couldn't find it. And I told her where it was, but I guess she just didn't bother to look where I had mentioned, or maybe I wasn't being detailed enough. So, apparently this evening she's going to start streaming that, so I made sure that I put it in there for her.
My guess is, there's trouble from another town catching up to him. Anyway, they argue for a bit, and it ends with the guy getting shoved into a van. And that's the last time anyone saw the dude.
Whoa. What do you think happened?
These days, San Francisco looks like Mexico. Heck, it's probably been looking like Mexico for forever and a day, knowing how close to Mexico that it is.
And they bumped him off. If he was still breathing, he'd be back by now. I heard he never even picked up his final paycheck. My guess, he's fish food now. Or they buried him on some remote-ass mountain.
You have any idea who would have done that to him?
Don't know. They say it was 10 or so people. Young, both men and women. Doesn't sound like a gang thing. Who knows, right? It was 5 years ago.
But if you heard all that, there must have been witnesses, right? So you're saying someone actually saw him get shoved in a van?
Yep. Some chick working at his bar saw it all go down. At least that's what we heard from a guy who heard it from that chick.
Where is this bar anyway?
I mean, some random dive bar half a decade ago? Who the hell knows? 100 places have sprung up and gone under since.
But then, why would anyone be looking for Shinya Kawai now? Did someone ask RK to find him? Think that's right?
Hell if I know. It's a question for the top of the food chain. But hold on a sec. Can I ask you something?
Alrighty.
Huh?
Just a minute ago, you...
It used to be a gorgeous city once upon a time. Yeah, I imagine so. Before the politics brought it down.
mentioned a Shinya Kawai. How'd you know his full name when we never told you?
Oh, shit!
You're only talking to us because you wanted dirt on Kawhi. So who the hell are you?
What do you think you're doing?
Who sent you?
No one. I'm just an arcade fangirl. Don't jump to conclusions. So, could you stop?
Really? Yeah, my bad. Guess you don't really look suspicious.
You fucking moron! Don't you realize he's playing you?
He's right. No charming your way out of this one. Start talking or else.
I wouldn't even give you my name. Now let go. Threats and violence aren't going to work on me.
Oh, what have we here? Got ourselves a bad bitch all of a sudden. Too bad she can't keep her hand from shaking.
That's just the excitement talking.
Big talk for a chick dressed to the nines to get info. Huh? Sorry, Chan?
Yeah. Don't even try to fuck with us, lady!
Sorry, Chan!
Huh? What the...
Beat it, punk.
Oh!
Asshole!
Just that dude.
I swear, these jerks are popping up like roaches. No thanks needed. Just be careful on your own, especially when you're beautiful.
Thank you so much, Higashi-san.
I just said you don't... Wait, how'd you know my name?
It's me, Shirosaki, from Genda Law Office. It's been a while.
Holy shit! No way!
Man, I didn't realize. Shirosaki-sensei. I didn't recognize you. You look incredible.
Yep.
You're the one who is incredible. This is all my fault. I was the one who put Mari-san in danger. You really saved us.
Young, strong, handsome. That's 3 out of 3 for me.
Those guys were RK. Town's practically overrun with them these days.
Well, I could already hear it now. All the multicolored haired trolls, the women who look like trolls living under bridges, are just reeing right now. Well, actually, they would have been reeing earlier. Welcome to Japan, where your opinion doesn't mean jack diddly squat.
If you'd like, I can escort you somewhere safe. I got nothing but time on my hands.
Oh, you don't say. Perfect. Who says we can't still salvage some fun out of tonight?
Oh, before we do that, let me call Yagami-san.
Yagami's still a jackass, I see. When Shirosaki-sensei calls, you pick up in 2 rings.
It is strange that he's not picking up. I'll try again.
Well, something happened. For that to occur. Yeah, I know, exactly. They're all listening to these minority groups, and it's affecting everyone at large. It's ridiculous. When the majority, when the majority doesn't want to have all this crap going on. But no, they just listen to the minority.
Uh-huh. Kinda gives me deja vu now that I think about it. Here you have Kawaii and Mikoshiba, two known school bullies, and they both end up murder victims?
That could be for a number of reasons. It's not rare for people to disappear in Kamurocho. Usually the trouble is money or women. Maybe that was the case for Kawaii.
Could be.
This is another thing that kind of gets to me, too. I know I told you this about before at the beginning of the game when you get ready to start it. It's like, oh, this story also centers around sexual assault and blah, 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 blah. I'm thinking, why do you even bother to have to put that at the beginning of the game? You got all these other movies that don't do stuff like that. Yeah, they'll talk about, oh, this movie is rated such and such, and these are some of the things that's in it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they go and say everything that's within the movie, because I've seen movies like that before. They don't go and talk about everything that is within there until you actually see it. It's like, what's the point in doing that? You already have a game that's rated M for mature. That's all that you need to know. You kind of pretty much know what it is and what you're going into, and you have to go and put some type of warning at the beginning of the game when people have already bought it, for crying out loud. You know, I just think it's stupid.
Okay. We'll investigate Kawaii a bit more on our end. With RK asking.
I mean, you're dealing with a game that deals with you being an investigator. You're going to be dealing with crimes, any number of crimes. So the fact that something like that is in there isn't going to be out of the realms of possibility when it comes to dealing with being an investigator in real life.
Around. Word on the street will be loud enough to hear.
All right, thanks.
Let's see. Well, in the evening, it's just like evening, so. The age of maturity, still have adolescent minds. Yeah, no kidding.